This is Alayna at AlaynaSpirit.com, Alayna at Live.com, and Alayna on the YouTubes. So I want to start briefly before I get into exactly where I left off on this last one, to help you guys understand that I am a master and I have been doing this all of my life. And I'm kind of using myself as a guinea pig on this. And I came to a spot where I'm really glad I've been doing this all my life. And it's dealing with this card, okay? This card, imagine this giant web. And you're a fly stuck on this web, literally. Okay, so you are, when you meditate on this card, you are literally ripping yourself off this web and starting this journey. So that's one thing. When this happened to me, and we're going to go over this, I was really happy I only had 3 issues. I have cleaned up all these issues all my life. So when it came down to being ripped off and I hadn't processed some stuff, I was really glad it was only 3 things. It could have been a million things. So this is starting to get pretty heavy duty. I really am asking you, if you're not an advanced student, do not do this yet. Go back to the beginning. Start over. Another thing that's really important as we take off is, in the ancient days, especially in the Mayan world, you can go on Ian Lungo's. It'll give you a really good idea of how the Mayans thought. Every single day was preparing them for ascension. Almost nobody in the Western world understands ascension. They don't understand what happened to Jesus. They don't care about it. They just give me my beer, my TV set, and let's party down. So that's where their focus is. But in the Mayan days and in the ancient days, every single thought, every single action was preparing you for ascension. Consequently, their atomic structure was completely different. Okay? I'm going to do this one while I'm doing that. This is a prime example. This is really pre-Egyptian. And Jesus knew this. He was always talking about transformation. He was always talking about becoming the light. Imagine 10,000 people standing together, all facing the sun, which is a symbol. It's the Son of God, all decreeing that I am the light, I am the truth, I am the way. They were holding their atomic structure to divine intelligence, to the light. The sun was a symbol. Okay? The Mayans did the same thing. Every single thought, every single action, every day they were to learn a new lesson to prepare themselves to evolve. And the same with us, except for none of us are paying attention. So consequently, our cellular structure, or our atomic structure, is extremely dense. I sincerely doubt that the Mayans were in this 3rd dimension. I think that they were somewhere, some of them in 4th and some of them in 5th dimension. Pre-Egyptians, their bodies were really without density. And it's very possible that the Mayans were too. So when we start this work, we're coming in from a completely different point of view. Everything that's important in this society is material things. All of our focus is on dense, atomic structured things. Density. So what we want to do is to pull ourselves away from that thinking. So when we're doing the slide work, we are doing that. We are pulling ourselves away. We are reuniting with ourselves. Okay? We are letting go of all of our illusions. Okay? If I can do this right. We're letting go of all of our illusions. The Mayans didn't have these kinds of problems, and neither did the pre-Egyptians, neither did the Hindus, because they were not living in this society. And in those days, holy men were highly revered. Everybody wanted to feed them. Everybody wanted to take care of them because A, they would be blessed. B, they were helping them on their journey. Here, you're a joke, or you're starving to death, or which this brings me to another point, or you're really not on a holy man path. You're just using it to advance financially, and in a sense you're still doing a really good service because at least you're getting the word out. But what we're doing here is we are changing our atomic structure. We are becoming this information. We're not learning this, okay, now I got this card, I know what this card means. I don't care what this card means. I have to become the 4 directions. I want to realm shift my life. And that's what we're doing right now. And when I, really focused on this card because it was time for me to take off, all my entanglements had to come undone. So imagine a ship on this giant spider web, and I'm in the ship and I'm ready to go, and everything that was still anchoring me to that web had to break. So that's what we're going to go, and I was really lucky. It was only 3 major things. Actually, not 3 major, but really lucky. And that's why I'm asking you, start over. Keep on working on these lower first slideshows until you become it. I don't want you to know this intellectually. Knowing this intellectually isn't going to do you one single bit of good. Okay? You might notice this mark. This is related to the 3rd thing that I didn't deal with as well as I should, which I thought was kind of funny. I mean, of all the things that could have been a disaster, I thought it was funny. Okay, so remember, all the emotion, all the things that we have created, this is really the karmic wheel right here. It's not the circle, it's this. Everything we're sending out is coming back to us, and now it's coming back 100,000 times. By 2012, we're going to be learning 20 years, okay? 20 years within one day. We need to become this wisdom. We don't need to know this wisdom. We need to become this wisdom. And that's what I'm trying to do. Everything that I'm showing here is for you to become. This is not a race. This is not a race. Okay? Not a race. You are not competing with anybody. You are becoming somebody. Somebody with a completely different atomic structure. You don't want that done on Thursday, or this will be a lucky thing. Okay, so again, we're gonna, after I get done with this part, we are literally going to start doing this. This has been a long haul. Pretty soon I'm going to Mount Shasta. I'm starting already with the Brotherhood of the Light stuff, and I'm not done with this. So they're really pushing me to go faster, and yet I still have to become all this stuff. Okay, so we're going to start out with the things that I was in the ship, stuck on the web, okay? And where we ended, which was, I thought, whoa, this is really strange. My idea of reuniting with my twin flame, I think, was very Hollywood. And I like Hollywood. I'm not knocking it. However, it wasn't at